You know, Adam, I was studying last night and my brain just felt full, like it couldn't take in a single new word. And you told me the best thing I could do wasn't to study harder, but to go to sleep. Is that really true?
It sounds a little strange, doesn't it? But yes, it's absolutely true. Sometimes the most productive thing a language learner can do is close their books and get a good night's rest.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Hello everyone, and welcome to English with Adam. I'm Adam.
And I'm Veronica. It's so good to be with you all. Here on the podcast, we try to find simple, effective, and sometimes surprising ways to help you on your English learning journey.
And today's topic is one of my favorites, the incredible connection between sleep and learning a new language. So Veronica, you mentioned that feeling of your brain being full. That's a very common experience.
Yeah, it's like information overload. You read a new word, you understand it, but you know it's not really sticking. It feels like it's just floating around in there.
Exactly, and that's where sleep comes in. Think of your brain during the day as a busy office. You're getting emails, phone calls, documents, just tons of new information. By the end of the day, your desk is a mess.
Okay, I can definitely picture that.
Right? So sleep is like the nighttime cleaning crew. It comes in when things are quiet and it starts to organize everything. It throws away the unimportant stuff, the junk mail, and it files the important documents in the right cabinets. This process is called memory consolidation.
Memory consolidation. So it makes the memories stronger?
Precisely. It takes those fragile short-term memories of the new vocabulary or grammar rules you learned, and it transforms them into stable long-term memories. It moves them from a temporary storage space to a more permanent one.
Wow, so without sleep, the cleaning crew never comes and all that important information just gets lost in the mess?
That's a great way to put it. It's why you can study for hours and hours, but if you don't get good sleep afterwards, you'll forget a huge amount of it. It's not about how hard you study, it's about how smart you study. And sleeping is part of studying smart.
Okay, that's fascinating. So does it matter what kind of sleep we get? I've heard there are different stages of sleep.
Yes, an excellent question. It absolutely matters. Broadly, we have two main types of sleep that happen in cycles throughout the night. Deep sleep, or non-rapid eye movement sleep, and REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement.
REM, that's the one where we dream, right?
That's the one. And what's amazing is that scientists believe these different stages of sleep help with different kinds of learning. Deep sleep, for example, seems to be really important for memorizing facts.
Like vocabulary list?
Exactly like vocabulary lists. That direct information. This word means that. Your brain replays the neural patterns from your study session during deep sleep, strengthening those connections. It's like it's practicing the new words for you while you're asleep.
That is so cool. It's like getting free study time. So what about the other kind, REM sleep?
Well, REM sleep seems to be more about making connections and understanding more complex systems. It helps you integrate the new words you learned into the bigger picture of the language.
So it's not just about knowing the word, but knowing how to use it, like with grammar and in different situations.
You got it. REM sleep helps your brain see the patterns. It connects the new vocabulary to grammar rules you already know. It helps you understand the nuances, the context. So deep sleep gives you the bricks, the individual words. And REM sleep helps you build the house, understanding how they all fit together to make meaningful sentences.
That makes so much sense. I've definitely had that experience where I learn a new grammar rule, but it only really clicks the next day. Maybe that's my REM sleep doing its job.
It's very likely. Your brain is a remarkable thing. It continues to work and learn for you even when you're not consciously trying.
So, based on all of this, what are some practical tips for our listeners? How can we use sleep to become better English learners?
Okay, great question. The first tip, and maybe the most obvious, is to prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. It's not a luxury, it's a critical part of your learning process.
Right. Easier said than done sometimes, but it's important to make it a goal.
The second tip is to review what you learned shortly before you go to bed. You don't need a long, intense study session, just a light review, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of looking at your flashcards or reading over your notes,
Why right before bed?
because it primes your brain. It basically tells your brain, hey, this stuff is important. So when the cleaning crew comes in, it's more likely to file away that information carefully. There's less interference from other activity.
I love that. A little bedtime story for your brain, but with vocabulary. What else?
Consistency is key. It's much better to study for 30 minutes every day and get a good night's sleep than to cram for 5 hours once a week and be sleep deprived. Your brain learns best with spaced repetition, and sleep is a natural and powerful part of that cycle.
No more cramming. Got it. That's a relief to hear, actually.
It really works. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint, and you need to rest during a marathon. Also, try to establish a relaxing bedtime routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed. The blue light can disrupt your sleep cycles, especially that important deep sleep.
That's a good one. Instead of scrolling on my phone, I could be reviewing my English notes.
Perfect. And finally, trust the process. When you feel tired or overwhelmed, listen to your body and your brain. Taking a nap can be even beneficial. A short nap can help refresh your mind for more learning later in the day.
So, to summarize, our brains organize and store new language information while we sleep. Deep sleep helps with facts, like vocabulary, and REM sleep helps with the complex stuff, like grammar. You mentioned naps. I'm a big fan of naps. Is there an ideal way to nap for language learning, like a specific length of time?
That's a fantastic question. Research suggests that the length of a nap determines its benefits. A short nap of about 20 minutes can boost alertness and motor skills, which is great for pronunciation practice. However, a longer nap of 60 to 90 minutes is more effective for memory consolidation, as it allows you to enter the deeper stages of sleep, including REM sleep. This is where you'll see the real benefits for cementing new vocabulary and grammar concepts.
That's very clear. So a quick 20-minute power nap for a bit of a refresh, and a longer 90-minute nap to really lock in the learning. What about the timing? Is there a best time of day to take these learning naps?
Absolutely. The ideal time for a nap is typically in the early to mid-afternoon, usually between 1 and 3 p.m. This timing works with your body's natural dip in energy. If you nap too late in the afternoon or evening, it can interfere with your nighttime sleep, which is the most important for consolidation. So, a post-lunch power nap is often the sweet spot for language learners.
I'm definitely gonna think about my sleep differently from now on. Thank you, Adam. This has been so eye-opening. Or maybe eye-closing?
I like that. My pleasure. And thank you to everyone for listening. We hope you found this conversation helpful.
We'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed a connection between your sleep and your language learning? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this episode of English with Adam, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss our future episodes.
It really helps us out. Until next time, happy learning and sweet dreams.
Bye, everyone.